All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're cracking open the magical beginning of Keller's amazing novel, When You Trap a Tiger. It's a story that kicks off with a quiet girl, a huge family secret, and, well, something totally impossible waiting for her on a rainy road.
And boom, that's how we meet our main character, Lily. This one line, it tells you everything you need to know about her. See, she's not a superhero with a cape. She's a girl who feels so unseen, so overlooked, that she's basically weaponized it. Invisibility is her secret power, and it's how she copes, especially when her family is fighting. So the story starts in a car, and the air inside is just thick with tension. You've got Lily, her older sister Sam, and their mom, and they're driving to their grandmother's house in a town that's supposed to be called Sunbeam, which is kind of ironic because it's pouring rain. They're leaving their old life, and you can just tell nobody is happy about it. And this really breaks down the family dynamic perfectly. On one side, you have Lily. She's the quiet one, the observer. She tries to keep the peace by just disappearing. And on the other side, you have Sam, who is the complete opposite. She's loud, she's angry, and she demands to be seen and heard. This clash is pretty much the engine for a lot of what happens next.
So as Lily is trying to do her invisibility thing in the backseat, something happens. Something that yanks her right out of the background. This is that moment where the normal, everyday world just completely shatters and makes room for a little bit of magic.
Right through the rain-streaked car window, Lily sees it. And we're not talking about a regular zoo-sized tiger. No, this thing is massive, as big as their car. Its fur is this brilliant, glowing orange, like it literally walked straight out of one of her grandmother's old Korean folktales. And of course, her mom and sister are too busy arguing to see a thing.
And this is the absolute key. For a girl whose entire superpower is being invisible, this moment is huge. The tiger doesn't just glance in her direction, it sees her. This mythical, impossible creature is the first thing in a long, long time to actually look at her and acknowledge that she's there. But before she can even really process what's happening, the car drives past. There's a thud, which just turns out to be Sam's phone falling, and when Lily whips her head around to look back, the tiger is gone. Just vanished. Her mom and sister saw nothing. So the big question is just hanging there. Was any of that real, or is she starting to imagine things? So they finally get to their grandmother's house, which looks like this magical little cottage. But if Lily was hoping to find answers there, nope. She just finds a whole new set of questions. That strange, magical feeling from the road seems to have followed them right inside. And the red flags start popping up immediately. First, her Halmoni isn't even there to let them in. Once they get inside, there's this weird tower of heavy chests blocking the basement door. And when Halmoni finally shows up, Lily can see she's gotten really thin, that she's sick, even though she's trying to pretend everything is fine. The row of pill bottles on the nightstand pretty much confirms it. Something is very, very wrong here. Now, it's really important to get who Halmoni is. Halmoni is the Korean word for grandmother, but in this story, she is so much more than that. She's the heart of the family's magic, the keeper of all the traditions. She's the one who tells these incredible stories about tigers and spirits, and Lily is sure she's the key to figuring out what she saw on the road. Later that night, Lily is feeling worried and sick herself, and she finally just asks her Halmoni about the tiger. And her grandmother, she tells Lily a story she has never heard before. And it's not just a fairy tale, it's a confession. This is how Halmoni's stories always start, with that classic, magical vibe. But this one's different. She explains that the stars in the sky, they're actually made of stories. Stories that were whispered into the night by a lonely princess. So these aren't just little tales. They're made of real, powerful magic. Okay, so get this. Halmoni basically confesses to a magical heist. As a young girl, she wanted to protect her family from pain and sadness. So she found the secret cave where tigers guarded these powerful star stories. And she stole the most dangerous, most painful ones, and she locked them up in jars. And to make sure the tigers couldn't come after her, she sealed them inside the cave with a wall of rocks. Wild, right? And that's when it all clicks into place. Halmoni believes that what she did all those years ago is the reason she's sick now. The walls she built has broken down. The tigers are free, and they are furious. They've come to get back what she stole, and her past is literally coming back to haunt her. This whole reveal just sets the stage for the book's main conflict. Because that very night, after hearing all this, Lily gets another visitor. And this time, the tiger isn't just on the side of the road. It's in the house, and it wants to make a deal.
In the dark, the tiger speaks, and its voice isn't what she expects at all. It's not roaring or monstrous. It's direct, calm, almost businesslike. It says it's not there for revenge. It's just there to collect a debt. It wants the stolen stories back. And here it is, the impossible choice the tiger puts on the table. It says that those stories Halmoni trapped in jars have turned to poison, and that's what's making her sick. So the deal is simple, and it's brutal. On one hand, the promise. Help the tiger open the jars and release the stories, and Halmoni will be healed. On the other hand, the threat. Refuse, and that poison will consume her completely.
So that's the dilemma, right at the very heart of this story. Lily, the girl who always tried to be invisible, is now the only one who can make this choice. Her Halmoni told her to never, ever make a deal with a tiger. But this tiger is offering the one thing she wants more than anything in the world. So it leaves us with this massive question, one that really drives the rest of the book. If saving someone you loved meant you had to trust something you feared, what would you do?